Brooke, I think the first thing I'd like to know is your skills as a basketball player. Let's talk about them first, because this summer I got an email from your dad with some of your highlights. They were all like rebounding and defensive plays. Mm-hmm. What parent does that? Usually it's, this is my daughter shooting from the 3-point line. This is my daughter dunking or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So,
I know.
That's pretty cool.
So I've always been into defense. Like, my main thing is defense, defense, defense. I played with Earl Solomon, and his biggest thing was defense, always defense. Since I'm tall, I was always used as a defensive player, but I can still score on the offensive end. It's just my main focus is defense.
Right. Coaches must love that from you.
Coach Corey, I'm sure she loves it.
Yeah, because most kids, and I think it's just a sign of the times, they've seen ESPN, they want to score like the big boys or big girls, and, Brittany Griner is known for her scoring, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, that's pretty unique. Why? Was it just the coach that made you love defense?
Yes, and Earl Solomon, he passed away last year.
Okay.
So he really got me started, and he took me in his when I was in 6th grade, and he started me off on Phenom, and it branched off into Sparks. And
those are teams you played for?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Yeah, and he looked at me and he was like, "I want you to be the best defensive player that you can ever be," and I just want to keep that promise that I made to him. And
That's neat.
Yeah. I just want to make him proud.
That's great. Mm-hmm. What's the key in playing defense? Because it used to be in my era, you don't leave your feet, ever. Never leave your feet. But yet you have a blocking record. We're going to talk about it in a minute. You probably had to leave your feet on a couple of those at least.
Yes. Coach Collins, she is big on me never leaving my feet, so I'm definitely trying to work on that more. But if I see a girl, if I'm trailing behind a girl, she's going in for a layup, sometimes I just gotta smack it out of there. But
folks, I know you can't see her because this is audio, but yeah, she's got that game face on.
Yeah.
Brooke Bartholomew is our guest. Why did you decide to come to North Central?
So I decided to come to North Central because when I came here for my visit, and I really sat down with Coach Croy and Coach Collins, and they made me feel like I was going to be a part of the team. Like I wasn't just going to be a body on the team. They really explained into depth how they were going to use me and how I was going to be a really good, efficient part of the team. And I just loved the way they spoke. I loved the campus. I loved the way that they talked about the professors, like really getting to know you.
Yeah. You were talking a little earlier about that, the professors knowing you. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah. So whenever I first got here, I was kind of like a, freshman in college,
right?
Not knowing where to go and stuff.
I just want to point out you really didn't have much other choice. You were a freshman in college.
Yes. Yes. So I was kind of lost, the first day, and my anatomy professor and my micro-ops professor, she really did it, Miss Koppel. And she really just kind of, was like, "Hey, I'm here to help you. If you need any help, come to me. Like, I'm your professor, I'm your teacher. Like, I'm here to teach you,
Yeah.
It's really great.
Lots of things to be learned in college besides what is inside the textbooks,
mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's been one thing you've had to learn besides what's in the textbooks?
Man, managing my time.
You have hit one that I hear from so many people. I mean, even seniors in college I've interviewed. That is the number one thing, isn't it?
Most definitely. You gotta, when you have a 6 a.m., 5 a.m. practice, and then you turn around and you have an 8 a.m. class, you gotta take maybe a 30-minute nap, set your alarms, and get to class.
Yeah. You're obviously kind of a driven person, it seems like, and have a lot of fun. Does that come from your folks? Would you tell us a little bit about your family?
Yes. It definitely comes from my dad. Like, my drive and my hard work comes from my dad. His name is Doug Bartholomew, and he has always just been on the go working ever since I was a little kid. He used to be a truck driver when I was little, and it was before I started school. Okay. So he was always gone, and every time he drove cattle. So he would go to like Texas, Oklahoma, all kinds of states. He would always bring me back something. Always something.
Like a piece of a cow?
No. He would bring me like a little dream catcher, a little statue of a cow that he got somewhere in that
What a
state.
great dad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, best dad. And he quit truck driving to come watch me play basketball everywhere. And he's the one that really just taught me to always be driven and never give up. My mom also taught me that too, because my mom's really driven. My mom's Bartholomew. But yeah, it was really my dad, because he does all of it by himself.
Yeah. Siblings, or you're an only child, right?
I'm the only child.
Yeah, and so I guess I'd ask you what that's like, but you don't know any different.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have everything to yourself.
Okay.
But,
so this, your sisters literally would be on the basketball team, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're from Salisbury, Missouri, right? And
Yes.
we were telling the story about your shots blocked. One game, 11 shots in a single game blocked.
Yeah.
That's quite an accomplishment. Tell me about that.
Yes, it is. I actually had no idea in the game that I was even, close to breaking a school record or a Misha record. And my coach, he pulled me to the side at the start of the fourth quarter, and he was like, "You're about to do something great." And I was like, "All right, coach, what am I going to do?" So he goes, "If you keep playing the way you're playing, you're going to do something great." And he put me back in. He let me finish the game out. And after the game was over, he said, "You just broke your school record for most shots blocked in a game." And my parents knew. I had no idea. And I was like, "Oh, my gosh, let's go." It was like the best feeling ever.
That's neat.
It was amazing.
That's fantastic. Play under any other sports in high school?
I did. I played softball all 4 years, and I played track my freshman and sophomore year. I was a high jumper in track.
I don't doubt it.
Yes. My best jump was 4.11. That was my best jump.
Okay. Gosh, I'm just, as a former volleyball coach, I'm thinking, I need you in the middle. If you like blocking, I got a job for you.
Mm-hmm. Everyone says that they always ask me, "Are you a volleyball player?"
Yeah.
No, basketball. I played softball 4 years. I'm actually a state champion in softball.
Really? Congrats.
We got second place and third place. Third place my senior year, state championship my junior year, and second place my sophomore year.
Wow. You've had a lot of success.
We also are a 4-time district champion, 4-time conference champion, 3-time sectional champion. It was, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Well, I've got some news for you. I think you're going to have that same kind of success here.
Yes.
I think our women's basketball program is very strong, and I think you're going to enjoy it.
I absolutely love just the adrenaline rush that you get when you go to a national tournament or a state a state championship, because it's just like, I made it, like I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you've made it. You are here, and it's a lot of fun to watch you play. Looking forward to seeing 2 great years out of you.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Brooke Bartholomew is our guest here at halftime. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're back with more in a moment.